Hello, my friends. This is Blu-ray Cinema, talking about movies of today, tomorrow, the future, and all that good stuff. Hi, I know it's been a long time, but how's everybody enjoying their holiday and hope for many more and all that good stuff? So today I want to talk about a couple of things. Number one, you probably saw Arrow revealed the new releases for March. A little over a week early because they didn't want to do it during Christmas and Black Friday, and I do understand that. And some were good reveals, some were not. The reveals were for Arrow Video were Red Sonja. This is for March, everybody. Red Sonja 4K. Salem's Lot 4K, which you get like 2 or 3 versions of the film. You get the miniseries cut, like a 2-parter and extended, and you get a theatrical version, which I didn't realize there's a theatrical version. What do I know? And then there's a movie called The Birthday, which never heard of. It's been over 20 years in the making, but somehow I don't know how Arrow Video found it or put it out or asked Corey Feldman. This is a Corey Feldman horror movie that nobody's ever heard of, not even myself. And I love horror films, so there you go. I love all films, but horror films and sci-fi are kind of like my specialty in that range, in that area. So there's that, and then there might have been one more. And then you have a Samurai 1960-ish 3-movie set of stuff I never heard of, but everything else is like hard-boiled 4K. That's for UK. Does anybody that missed the Shout Factory one, which is out of print? I can't believe Criterion gave Shout Factory Hardboiled and The Killer. And then you get the Criterion commentary on it, I guess. And so anybody that missed the hard-boiled on 4K from Shout Factory / Groove has to get to Arrow Video, and Black Sunday 4K, which is UK, Calvary, never heard that film here. That's UK only, and something else is UK only. Spaceballs 4K, which anybody that likes that movie or hasn't got it yet wants the Kino Lorber 4K. Because I don't know how much. Because I looked at the stuff on it. It looks like a lot of stuff that's from the Kino anyway. So and that's it for March. So I'm glad. I don't know what that. Hold on. I'll look at that later. That's something that. Sorry about that. Sorry if you didn't see me, but something made a little noise. That's no big deal there. So, I mean, do I have any negativity on Arrowview? Nope. I finally got to see a couple films. One of them that's going to be from Arrow Video in February called American Yakuza. I never watched it, or if I did, I barely remember it. Back in the day, I vaguely remember this film. I don't think I ever watched it. I watched it. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Tells a good story. Young Viggo Morrison, who did a year or two before, he did American Yakuza. He did The Reflecting Skin, which I still have to rewatch that because that's like a weird vampire movie. Sort of vampire movie, not really, but sort of. And then in the late 80s, near the end of the 80s, Viggo Morrison first film was called Prison, which I did have at one point, and I got rid of it, which was a bad mistake. Now I wish I had it. But if Full Moon does her Legacy set, then I'm going to have to get Prison that way. If you do Legacy set. But while you're here, why I have been gone so long? Because a lot of shit to do. Life has been hectic. Week's been hectic. Stuff to do. I had barely any time to make videos for my channel. Barely any time. It's like this month has been hectic, and I think for everybody else too. But anything negative about Arrow Video? Nope. I'm what I do have one pet peeve about, and this is where the negative stuff comes in, is the Lionsgate Limited shit. Why are you still doing it when nobody wants? Because they just put Battle Royale on 4K Limited. They put Mystery Team, which I really don't care for that movie, Limited. They did American Psycho, again, Steelbook, who cares about those things anyway, Limited. Why, Lionsgate, are you limiting yourself when you don't need to be? You shouldn't be, and you don't have to be. Please stop limiting the Vestron video line, because nobody can do $8 or $9 for shipping. It's like $8 or $8.95 for shipping, and then you're paying $40, $50 Blu-ray or 4K for it. No one needs that shit, and nobody can afford it. Even you do like 2 a month or every year, or 2 every 60 days. It's like nobody's going to pay $50 for 2 4Ks or 50, and then another 30, 40 for a Blu-ray, and then $8.95 shipping. No one's paid that much shipping. And Orbit DVD and Diabolic DVD aren't getting the Vestron video line either. That's limited, so that sucks. So it's like you're kind of stuck. Do you get this shit, or do you wait for standard? And I would wait for standard, and most people do anytime. We don't need those metal things anymore. Nobody wants them. I don't know why you're still doing it when nobody wants them. And don't say, and please, companies do not say, oh, there's a demand for the Steelbook. No, there's not a demand. Nobody wants them. Because I see in the forums that people say, I want the standard. I don't want no Steelbooky. I do not want limited. It's bullshit. And they're right, it is bullshit. But anywho, Back to the Future 3, I just finished watching these, and they're great. They look awesome on 4K and Blu-ray. You get a lot of special features, probably at least 6 hours or more special features alone. And I'll show what they look like in a minute, because I don't know if I covered this, but this is the trilogy set right here. I know they just reissued this, a few of these at a time. You go right here. You go right here. So, yeah. So I'm back gradually, if I am back. So, and you get, okay, let's do one at a time. There's one, which is always going to be the standard as a classic Back to the Future movie, time travel movie from 1985. That movie came out. It's great. It's near perfect, if not perfect, film. And you got deleted scenes, you get old archival featurettes, you get like Michael J. Fox Q&As, you get new featurettes, you get 2 commentaries from the director and from the producers, you get music videos, you get behind the scenes, you get outtakes, you get Tales from the Future and stuff, and the making of Back to the Future or making Trilogy Chapter 1, and you get like the Eric Stoltz when he was considered for the part but didn't have the right humor. You get all that stuff. So, and you can hear the commentary about questions and answers. People ask Robert Zemeckis, the guy who did Roger Rabbit a couple years during he was doing the part 2 and 3. He was finishing up Roger Rabbit, and he went on to do probably a bunch of other things as well. He worked with Steven Spielberg at least 3 or 4 times before Back to the Future 1, and some of those films did not work out for Robert Zemeckis, but Back to the Future was his best shot. And then he did Roger Rabbit after that, which is great. So you get, this is a 7-disc set. See this 4K and Blu-ray here, and I wish it would have a reversible cover, but you know, but this is always going to be the standard. And okay, then there's 2 versus roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads, which I know that was from 1 and then from beginning to 2. So here you get the same thing: Tales from Future, deleted scenes, archival, outtakes, trailers, hoverboard test, time travel, DeLorean. No, this stuff is pre CGI, folks. This is when they shot 2 and 3 back to back and spent a year doing 2 and 3 back to back. So I like 2 as much. See, 1 and 3 to me are bookends. 2 I don't like as much. I do admire it. There's a lot to admire here. But as for 2, there's some stuff I like, some stuff I don't. But overall, it's still a good movie. And there you go, this is back. You can see that. There's this. Our people can feel otherwise, and that's your opinion. If you like 2 better than 3, or you like all 3 movies, or you like... Because everybody's going to not say they don't like the first one. They're not going to say that. It's 2 and 3 people have an issue with. I have not an issue with 3 whatsoever. I think it serves as a comedy, it serves as a western, it serves as a sci-fi film, it serves as a action film, sort of. Serves all that. So there's 2. It's unfortunate they did not have Crispin Glover for 2 and 3, so they had an actor in his place stand in. And they didn't have the original female in 1, so they had to, because she was doing the show or some other thing at the time, so she had to get out of the contract, and they cast Elizabeth Shue for 2 and 3, because they need someone that kind of looked like the girl in 1, but not really. And Elizabeth Shue is a good actress anyway, because before that she did, I forgot what her first film is, but she did, a year before that she did Adventures in Babysitting with Vincent D'Onofrio, a young Vincent D'Onofrio, folks. But I don't know if you trivia, folks. Vincent D'Onofrio's first film was a trauma film. I can't think of what it was now, but anybody can. It was either the first turn on or Stuck on You. First turn on was Vincent D'Onofrio's first film, which was a trauma film. I never seen it, but through the years I've heard of it. Never watched it. I know forever. So a lot of people got to start in trauma. Is it Marissa Tomei did, Vincent D'Onofrio did, many others. I can't think of right now, but yeah. And then 3, wherever future is, your future is wherever you make it. This is 3 to set, because this has bonus. Then they add for this one, you get also on the set you get 2 episodes of Back to the Future Saturday morning cartoon show, which ran for 2 seasons. You get Our Time with certain DeLorean documentary thing. You get 2015 commercials, 2015 stuff. A lot. You got lost edition tapes from who could have been cast in Back to the Future, but didn't. Back to the Future musical, behind the scenes, Hollywood Museum, Back to the Future, which they have stuff in the museum archives. So, Tales from the Future, the end of it, commentaries, outtakes, campaign stuff. So, there's this bonus disc right there. I wish I had Back in Time, the documentary here too, but you don't. This is too. So, the HDR is good. The 4K is really good here, so you don't need to adjust if you need to adjust. The sound is pretty great. The Dolby Atmos. So it's pretty good. There's your back right there if you can see that, folks. So I do recommend this set, because I think the first time they released a set that's out of print. This is the re-release of this, so that's still in print, and then they just released these. You know, the 40th anniversary of this, we used to re-release this again this year, and then as separate. 1, 2, 3 separate. If you don't like all three, you can buy them one at a time on 4K. So, or you can buy it like this Blu-ray if you don't want the 4Ks at all. That's up to you out there in YouTube land or my subscribers out there. As I said, I appreciate y'all, and I do. I just been very, very busy. But that's it for today. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Tell your neighbors. Alright, have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you on the next. Alright, take care. Bye. Oh.